Just a young man with a channel on the YouTube. His name is Brian. He is young. Brian Young. He is awesome. He is the man. That was horrible. I should restart this, but I'm not going to. Just go off the cuff like I usually do. This is Brian Young's channel. Brian Young is the man. He believes in basically total anarchy, which, I mean, I'll take that over what we have now. Okay, but that's probably the only place we disagree. And even most of that, I think Brian would be happy with a constitutional republic in its true form. But anyway, it doesn't matter, because this guy is a very intelligent man. He actually debated, quote unquote, Mike the Cop. And that's why I call him Mike the Sovereign Sidestepping Cop, because the whole debate was just Mike the Cop sidestepping, dodging, focusing on irrelevant points. Anyway, Brian Young is a very intelligent person. He sells t-shirts. His channel gets banned. Like, he did a video about an 11-year-old boy who was dressing in drag, and he was being celebrated by all the media. Somehow that got him a strike on YouTube. So you see, YouTube and Google have a very slanted bias to the left. So they don't want you talking about guns. They don't want you talking about cross-dressing 11-year-olds. Most of my videos get restricted for some reason. I don't know why. I operate under fair use, and I don't cuss, and I'm just reporting news, so I don't understand. Anyway, this video, I'm going to interrupt this video a ton. If you want to watch the original, it's called Caught on Camera: The Outrageous Police Trap to Murder an Innocent Man. It's by High Impact Vlogs. Please subscribe to High Impact Vlogs. Please also subscribe to High Impact Flicks. Please also go to Brian Young's BitChute. It's probably called High Impact Vlogs or High Impact Flicks. This guy's amazing, okay? And his videos are amazing. And I've seen this video a long time ago. I just seen the part you're going to see in the beginning where the guy gets killed. I've never seen the backstory, because a lot of times you'll see YouTube videos and you'll be like, man, wow, how in the world does that happen? And Brian does the investigation, and he edits it all together, and he makes really awesome videos. I don't know how he does it so well, to be honest with you. But here we go.
What's going, Jet?
Good, how are you?
You got the gun for?
Why I got the gun? What you got the gun for?
Because I'm authorized.
All right, well, I'm authorized to
Get down on the ground.
Get on the ground.
Get down on the ground.
You have to shoot me, man.
I'm not going to have to interrupt this too much because Brian does such a great job narrating. And I've always wanted to do one of Brian's videos, but they're all so good and so hard-hitting. High Impact is a great name, that it's hard to pick which one.
You still got the gun, right? I got it. Yeah, police, FBI, how it's closed. He's out.
The footage you're watching was taken from a spy camera worn by Jeff Winehouse on September 11, 2012, as he was stepping out of his car to meet Missouri State Highway Patrol and FBI agents to recover his computer that was stolen by these policy enforcers under false pretenses. But let's just call it what it is: attempted murder in broad daylight. The meeting itself took place at a remote gas station and was a ruse to lure Winehouse to that gas station so that he could be arrested on bogus drug charges. 13 seconds after Winehouse stepped out of his car, he was shot 4 times. 2 times in the head and 2 times in the chest with .40 caliber hollow point bullets. Miraculously, he survived. He had a weapon holstered on his left side, but he never drew it, and he never tried to draw it. Winehouse is now wrongfully serving a 30-year prison sentence for assault on a law enforcement officer. The officer who shot him, Sergeant Henry James Folsom of the Missouri State Highway Patrol, testified in court that Winehouse pulled his gun, therefore he had to shoot him. There was overwhelming evidence at the time of the trial to prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that Winehouse was innocent. But neither his attorney nor the prosecutor entered that evidence at trial.
So neither the prosecutor or his attorney entered the evidence that would exonerate him. You know, I'm seeing this a lot. The Stephen Avery trial. And then I started watching something called the Confession Tapes on Netflix. And it's the same thing over and over. Prosecutors not bringing in the evidence, and the people's the defense lawyer is probably scared of the police. That's how bad it's getting. They're like turning into a standing army that, oh my goodness.
He was denied due process and adequate counsel and was falsely convicted. His crime? Exposing government corruption. For a decade before he was shot, Winehouse was an active member in his community with a strong voice against local political corruption and advocated standing up for individual rights. He produced a political newsletter and videos under the name Bulletin Man, challenging corruption and trying to build a better community. Many local businesses showed their support for him by running ads in his newsletter and stocking copies to distribute to patrons. In the summer of 2012...
Oh, so the community had no problem with this guy. Only the police and the government had a problem with this guy exercising his rights. The community was behind him. I didn't realize that.
Mr. Winehouse ran an ad in a local paper asking for information on corrupt officials and activities. He got about 200 responses. They were all stored on his computers, which along with other equipment he used to produce his literature. During this time, he was running for county coroner in an attempt to open up 2 old cases that he had reason to believe carried some dark implications. The county coroner has the power to arrest and even replace the county sheriff if necessary when illegal activities are uncovered.
Spoiler alert, in the Stephen Avery trial, one of the witnesses was a county coroner. So, I didn't know this, but when there's a dead body, the coroner has more authority than the sheriff. And the bodies they found in the Avery case, the sheriff actually called the county coroner, who was over a decade working for them, and told her that if she showed up at the scene, that they were going to arrest her, when in fact she had the authority to arrest them. And then when she did finally get on the stand, the look the prosecuting attorney gave her, he was like laser beaming her with the meanest. He looked like if you could read his mind, it looked like he said, "I'll kill you." That's what the kind of look he was giving her. Anyway, I found a way to interrupt Brian Young's glorious dialogue. Sorry, Brian. I'd love to interview you, man, or talk, or whatever you want to call it.
August 16th, 2012.
Call me.
Winehouse released a video urging corrupt officials to change their ways or step down. But of course, his outspoken views didn't sit well with some higher-ups. On August 22nd, 2012, 2 Missouri State Highway Patrol officers, Sergeant Henry Folsom and Corporal Scott Mertens, were supposedly sent to find Winehouse and feel out his intentions in the video, as well as his level of threat to himself or others. They spoke with Winehouse outside his home office about the video. He explained his political platform and intentions in making it. He said he was pushing to reform broken systems and corruption, not advocating violence. Sergeant Folsom then asked Winehouse if he would surrender his computer equipment so they could look him over.
Why in the world would he ask him to surrender his personal property? Watch what happens now.
Winehouse denied that request. Sergeant Folsom claimed that he smelled marijuana.
Oh, you won't let us take your computer? I smell marijuana. Hey, all you people who say, hey, man, they're just human just like us. This is how humans act? All right, gonna have to edit that out.
His partner, Corporal Mertens, testified that he didn't smell anything. Folsom said he was leaving and coming back with a drug search warrant.
Oh, so says he smells marijuana and then threatens to come back, probably to try to get him to let him in voluntarily. And watch what happens when they come back.
He came back 4 hours later, and lo and behold, what did they take but Winehouse's computer equipment? It was this equipment that Winehouse was going to recover from Folsom at the gas station. But this was nothing but a ploy to arrest Winehouse on trumped-up drug charges because they claimed to have found a small amount of marijuana and a prescription pill in the basement.
If you believe that, I have some property for sale. If you believe that, I have some property for sale, okay?
When they were stealing his computer. Basically, this guy was exposing corruption in his town. The officials in that town wanted to continue operating their criminal activity in darkness, and now Winehouse is serving a 30-year prison sentence after having done nothing wrong.
So they come to him. He tells them what's going on. He's completely honest because he's a American patriot and an honest man. For some reason, police have a problem with honest people exercising their rights. That's weird because they swore an oath to protect those rights. Isn't that weird? It's like upside down world. So they lure him into a trap, tell him to come get your property we stole from you, when their whole intention was to use violence against him. So when he gets out of his car lawfully carrying a pistol in a holster, all of a sudden their little plan to take him by force is foiled because this guy is exercising his Second Amendment. So he says, you're going to have to shoot me, and they just shoot him. Just like that. I don't know how the dude survived. And then he's doing 30 years because they tried to murder him. So he's in jail for 30 years because they tried to murder him. This is your police, America. This is your police force right here. This is who you call heroes. These are who the people you're apologizing for day in and day out. These are the people you say that I should be shot in the head for exposing cops like this. These cops tried to murder this guy, and when they couldn't murder him and investigate themselves and find themselves innocent, they charged him. Oh my God. This is disgusting.
Are we really going to sit back and allow corrupt government officials to literally get away with murder and attempted murder? And
unfortunately, Brian, most of Americans are willing to do exactly that. Nothing. I'm telling you, you could almost start a revolution by phone if we can get enough people to do it. And I should start a website, revolutionbyphone.com. I don't know. I can't even keep up with this crap, much less start a website. I need like a 10-man team to cover all the stuff I'm sent every day.
Theft? Are we going to let our fellow Americans continue to get trampled under the boot of tyranny? How many innocent people are sitting in prison right now? How many innocent people have to die before we get off our asses and do something? I'll leave all the links on what you can do to help Jeff Winehouse in the comments section below. And if you haven't watched the video about the injustice done to Schaefer Cox, I'll leave that link below as well. Let the world
I've had enough heartbreak for one day.
And the Google Thought Police know what you think about this in the comments section below. And I'll see you guys in my next heavily censored shadow ban video.
Guys, this is High Impact Vlogs and High Impact Flicks. This guy's name is Brian Young. Subscribe to his channel. He does amazing work. Get on his email list there. How you can help Jeff Winehouse there. Snail mail. I mean, look at this. Look at this guy. This guy must have like a whole video making station because this guy puts in the work, dude. Brian, you're the man, bro. Just so you know, you are the man. Thanks for everything you do. And I thank you guys for watching my videos. Please like, subscribe, and click the join button, and click the thumbs up, and click the bell, and thumbs up everything. And no victim, no crime. Peace, tranquility.